My background is both in medicine and psychotherapy. So I've a good knowledge of science, the science within medicine, and also of a more holistic understanding and approach to us human beings. Science cannot prove everything. There are some things, some features of us humans that are not explainable by science, but they're still real. The phenomenon of out of body experiences is one such example. A number of years ago, I was working with a woman in her late 20s. She was going through a lot in her life, a great deal of change. She told me of something that happened to her a few years previously. She had gone to a different country to work. In those days, mobile phones were not so plentiful. She used to talk to her parents in a thing called a phone booth, which some of you may never have seen. One day, she was having a phone call with her mother, and her mother said, "I've very bad news. Your father's had a heart attack." This woman adored her father. It was the worst possible news she could ever receive. She told me that the next instant after being told that news, she was no longer in the phone box. She clearly remembers being on the other side of the road, looking across at the phone booth, looking at someone in the phone booth having a conversation. That was an out of body experience. As is the case with all human behavior, it made complete sense. The news was so dreadful, so shocking to her, that she needed to remove herself from it immediately. And since she was still in the conversation with her mother, the only way for her to remove herself was to remove her consciousness from the situation. A perfectly rational response to the situation. I've heard of many out of body experiences over the years. They are real. They happen. And they happen when there's an appropriateness to them happening in a particular situation. Just because science cannot explain something doesn't mean we should dismiss it. One of the criticisms I had of the medical profession at the time when I basically left the medical profession to become a psychotherapist was exactly this. The narrow focus of science cannot explain all human behaviors. Therefore, a completely scientific approach cannot be a complete system of understanding of human behavior and experiences. Follow me for conversations about life, mental health, including the psychiatric diagnosis. Have a great day.